हेलो फ्रेंड्स। 29 अप्रैल 2023 करंट अफेयर्स में आप सभी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। नेशनल मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इनोवेशन सर्वे 2021 to 2022, द वेरी फर्स्ट रिपोर्ट। द सेक्रेटरी ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी, released the National Manufacturing Innovation Survey 21 to 22 summary for policymakers. National Manufacturing Innovation Survey is a joint study by the Department of Science and Technology and the United Nations Industrial Development Organization. Aim of the survey is to evaluate the innovation performance of manufacturing firms in India. It had two specific components: firm level survey and sectorial system of innovation. Firm level survey, it captured data related to types of innovations and innovative measures taken by firms, including the process of innovation, access to finance, resources and information for innovation, etc. Sectorial system for innovation survey, it mapped the manufacturing innovation system and making enabling role in achieving innovations in firms. The SSI study measured the convergence or divergence of current policy instruments in select five key manufacturing sectors important to the Indian economy: textiles, food and beverage, automotive, pharma and ICT. The first National Innovation Survey was held in 2011. Farm Machinery Technology Summit, the very next report. The Confederation of Indian Industry (CII) organized the third edition of the Summit on Farm Machinery Technology, which was held at the India Habitat Center in New Delhi. The objective of the CII Summit on Farm Machinery Technology is to address the challenges faced by the sector and chart a growth path of it. Farm mechanization is an important aspect of agriculture as it enhances productivity and availability of food grains, increases agricultural exports, mitigates labor shortage, and facilitates judicious use of scarce natural resources. The Indian government has set an ambitious target of doubling the availability of farm power to 4.0 kilowatt per hour by the end of 2030, which presents a tremendous opportunity for all stakeholders in the sector. The CII Summit on the Farm Machinery Technology provides a platform to deliberate on technology issues and find solutions to overcome them. Bacillus calmette-guerin vaccine, no protection against COVID-19 infection. The very next report. The BCG vaccine, typically administered to prevent tuberculosis, did not provide any significant protection against COVID-19 infection to healthcare workers, a new study said. Bacillus calmette-guerin vaccine is a vaccine for tuberculosis. The vaccine was developed by Calmette and Guerin and was first administered to human beings in 1921. It is the most widely administered vaccine and is usually a part of the routine newborn immunization schedule. BCG vaccine also offers protection against non-tuberculous mycobacterial infections like leprosy and buruli ulcer. It is often given to infants and small children. It is rarely given to anyone over the age of 16 because there is little evidence it works very well in adults. Tuberculosis is caused by bacteria, Mycobacterium tuberculosis, that most often affect the lungs. It is curable and preventable disease. Two kinds of tuberculosis infection. Latent TB, the bacteria remain in the body in an inactive state. They cause no symptoms and are not contagious, but they can become active. Active TB, the bacteria do cause symptoms and can be transmitted to others. About one quarter of the world's population has latent TB. India Handmade new e-commerce portal. The very next report. The government launched a new e-commerce portal, India Handmade. India Handmade portal is an e-commerce portal launched by Indian government. Objective is to empower artisans and weavers by providing them with a platform to sell their products directly to customers. This initiative is part of the government's efforts to promote local artisans and craftsmanship and support the Vocal for Local movement. It provides a platform for artisans and weavers to showcase their products to a wide customer base. India Handmade portal offers an opportunity for weavers and artisans to become future entrepreneurs. The portal provides free hand holding to sellers from registration to order fulfillment, helping them with logistics, payments, and other aspects of online selling. Free shipping is provided to customers, making it convenient and cost effective for them to purchase products from the portal. It also provides a return option to customers, ensuring a seamless buying experience. Multiple payment gateways are available for customers to pay online, providing flexibility and convenience in payment options. The portal complements the Prime Minister Vikas initiative by providing a platform for artisans and weavers to showcase their products and sell them directly to consumers. Mahila Samman Savings Certificate, the very next report. The Union Minister for Women and Child Development and Minority Affairs opened a Mahila Samman Savings Certificates account recently. Mahila Samman Savings Certificate Scheme was launched in 2023 to 2024 Union Budget to commemorate Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. It is a one-time savings scheme for women. Objective is to empower women by increasing their participation in investments. It is a significant step towards financial inclusion and empowerment of women, including girls. The 2-year tenure scheme offers an attractive interest rate of 7.5% compounded quarterly. It will have flexible investment and partial withdrawal options from maximum ceiling of rupees 2 lakh. The scheme is valid for 2-year period up to 31st March 2025. The scheme has been made available in all 1.59 lakh post offices from April 1, 2023. One can start investing in this scheme with a minimum amount of rupees 1000 or any other amount in multiples of rupees 100. Under this scheme, one can open multiple accounts, but the maximum total investment should be rupees 2 lakh only, and each account opened should have 3-month gap between the opening date of existing account and new account. The scheme is exclusively available to women. Any woman who have 18 above 18 years of age can invest in this scheme by herself. In the case of minors, the guardian can open the account on behalf of the girl. Eco-sensitive zones, Supreme Court modify its previous judgment. The very next report. The Supreme Court of India has modified its earlier judgment that mandated a minimum 1 kilometer eco-sensitive zone around protected forests, national parks and wildlife sanctuaries across the country. Previous judgment. In June 2022, the Supreme Court ordered that eco-sensitive zones of a minimum of 1 kilometer should be declared around protected forests, national parks and wildlife sanctuaries across the country. The court had said that eco-sensitive zones would act as a shock absorber for the protected areas and prevent encroachment, illegal mining, construction, and other activities that could harm the environment and wildlife. The court had also directed the center and the states to notify the eco-sensitive zones within 6 months and file compliance reports. Changed order. Minimum ESZ eco-sensitive distance. Eco-sensitive zone distance. 1 kilometer eco-sensitive zone cannot be uniform across the country and has to be protected area specific. Applicability of order applied universally to all protected areas, not applicable to eco-sensitive zones for which draft and final notifications have been issued by MOEF and CC in respect of proposals. Mining allowed not specified but implied to be allowed within eco-specific zones. No mining is allowed either within national parks and sanctuaries or in 1 kilometer radius. Any developmental activities undertaken with eco-specific zones should follow the MOEF and CC 2011 guidelines and provision of 2022 Office Memorandum by MOEF and CC. Its eco-sensitive zone ESZ. Eco-sensitive zone. The National Wildlife Action Plan 2002 to 2016 of the MOEF-CC stipulated that state governments should declare land falling within 10 km of the boundaries of national parks and wildlife sanctuaries as eco-fragile zones or eco-sensitive zones under the Environmental Protection Act of 1986. While the 10 km rule is implemented as a general principle, the extent of its application can vary. Areas beyond 10 km can also be notified by Union government as eco-sensitive zones if they hold large ecological important sensitive corridors. PRET initiative, World Health Organization, the very next report. The World Health Organization WHO has launched the PRET initiative to be better prepared for future outbreaks of a similar scale and devastation as COVID-19 pandemic. Preparedness and resilience for emerging threats initiative is aimed to providing guidance and integrated planning for responding to any respiratory pathogen such as influenza or coronavirus. It was announced at the Global Meeting for Future Respiratory Pathogen Pandemics held on 24 to 26 April 2023 in Geneva, Switzerland. The first module focus on the respiratory pathogens including influenza, coronaviruses, and respiratory syncytial virus. It involves three-pronged approach which includes update preparedness plans that affirm priority actions and have considered learnings from past events, increase connectivity among the stakeholders in pandemic preparedness planning through systematic coordination and cooperation. This includes building equitable systems, conducting joint exercises, and sharing information on good practices, challenges, and opportunities. Dedicated, sustained investment, financing, and monitoring of pandemic preparedness with particular focus on addressing the gaps identified during past pandemics and epidemics. Delegates of G20 visited the Hamis Monastery. The very next report. Delegates of G20 visited the Hamis Monastery in Leh and also witnessed the famous Cham dance. Hamis Monastery is a Buddhist monastery located in Leh city as shown in above picture. It belongs to Drukpa lineage of Buddhism. The monastery was first established in the 11th century and later re-established in 17th century by the Ladakhi king Snej Namgyal. It is also famous for its two-day religious ceremony known as Hamis Festival. This festival is celebrated in the honor of Padma Sambhava, which is observed herein. It is the biggest and very richly endowed monastery. INS Tarkash for Operation Kaveri. The very next report. INS Tarkash from the Indian Navy recently reached Port Sudan to help in evacuation of stranded Indians as part of Operation Kaveri. INS Tarkash is a state-of-art stealth frigate of the Indian Navy equipped with versatile range of weapons. Tarkash belongs to Talwar class of guided missile frigates. These are modified Kryvek 3 class frigates built by Russia. It was built by Yantar shipyard in Kaliningrad, Russia. It was commissioned into Indian Navy service on 9 November 2012 at Kaliningrad and joined the Western Naval Command on 27 December 2012. It has a length of 124.8 meter, a beam of 15.2 meter, and a draught of 4.2 meter, 13 foot 9 inch. Top speed 32 knots, 59 km per hour, 37 mph. It has been equipped with a weapon sensor that enables it to address threats in all dimensions. It uses steel technologies with a special hull designed to ensure a reduced radar cross section. It can board one Ka-28 Helix A anti-submarine helicopter or one Ka-31 Helix B airborne early warning helicopter. It is also equipped with BrahMos missiles instead of Club N missiles, which makes in different from the earlier flight of Talwar class ships. Operation Kaveri. It is a rescue operation being carried out by Indian government to bring back Indian citizens stranded in Sudan. Who is Sun Hello? The very next report. The people of Uttar Pradesh, Prayagraj, were graced by an inspiring phenomenon called Sun Hello. It is an optical phenomenon that occurs due to sunlight reflecting millions of hexagonal ice crystals suspended in the atmosphere. When white light passes through unique hexagonal ice crystals formed in upper level cirrus clouds, causing the halo to have colors. The clouds contain millions of tiny ice crystals which refract, split, and even reflect the light to give an impression of a circular rainbow ring. The crystals have to be oriented and positioned just so with respect to your eye for the halo to appear. Light undergoes two reflections as it passes through the ice crystals, and the bending that occurs depends on ice crystal's diameter. The two reflections bend the light by 22 degrees from its original point, producing a ring of light around the sun or moon. The lunar halos are mostly colorless as moonlight is not very bright. This is all about 29th April 2023 current affairs. Thank you, and please like, share and subscribe my channel.